Today we are going to talk about curse came upon the serpent. Let's go to Genesis chapter 3 verse 14. It says Jehovah cursed serpent. And this same serpent, let's go to Revelation chapter 20, verse 1 through 10. And here it says, one angel came down from heaven, and he had a great chain, and he seized the serpent. So serpent seized and cast into the abyss for 1,000 years. And then this serpent will be born into the lake of fire. Okay. Jehovah cursed the serpent in Genesis chapter 3, 14. And then when we come to the end of the human history, Revelation chapter 20, verse 1 through 10, the serpent will be seized by an angel, and he will be bound by great chain, and he will be cast into the abyss, and he will stay there for 1,000 years. And then he will be coming out of the abyss, and immediately he will be cast into the lake of fire, and this is the destruction of serpent. So we can see from here, this is Friday, and this is Saturday millennium, and this is Sunday millennium. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, this is the curse on the serpent. So we know in Genesis chapter 3:14, Jehovah. So we now understand Jehovah. Jehovah is El Jonah. So let's summarize Jehovah. Jehovah is El Jonah. And Jehovah is our Father. And Jehovah is our Shepherd. And this is based on Psalms chapter 83, 18, and Malachi chapter 1, verse 6, and Psalms chapter 23, Jehovah is my shepherd, 1 through 6. And Luke chapter 15, verse 20. So our the current Christianity all is prodigal sons, and we need to return to our father. And father is Jehovah, and he is El Jonah, and Jonah means dove. And Jehovah is the shepherd. And Jesus said to Peter, son of Jonah, son of Jonah, you are the shepherd. And this is John chapter 21, verse 15 through 17. And also Matthew chapter 16, verse 16 through 19. So Jesus blessed the son of Jonah, Peter. And he is Peter. And he is Simon. Simon means hear or listen. And he is also son of John. Son of John. So Jesus blessed Peter as son of Jonah, and son of Jonah is the shepherd. So we now understand Jehovah calls the serpent, it means El Jonah, dove on high, calls the serpent. And father calls the serpent, and shepherd calls the serpent. So we know the curse of Satan is from Friday to Sunday. So Friday millennium, Saturday millennium, and Sunday millennium. So we know the mark of the beast, it is Friday crucifixion theory. So if you have been following the Friday crucifixion theory, it means you have been following the way of Satan, which means you have been under the curse. But now we are waking up because of the testimony of Jesus, the 3 days and 3 nights. That is sign of dove. 3 days, 3 days and 3 nights. So this is the sign of dove, or sign of Jonah, or sign of Jehovah, sign of our Father, sign of the shepherd. So Satan, he has been cursed when he deceived Adam and Eve, and because of that sin, Satan, his destiny, his fate has been set from Friday to Sunday. So he is now being bound by the great chain, and this great chain is 3 days and 3 nights. And he will be cast into the abyss, and this is a pit. We normally call bottomless pit, bottomless pit, B-O-T-T-O-M, B-O-T-T-O-M, bottomless pit, yeah. Bottomless pit. And then, so 1,000 years in the abyss, and then lake of fire. And this word curse, in Hebrew, it is Mara. Maybe I don't remember exactly correct, but this is linked to bitter. Let's go to Malachi Malachi chapter 3 verse 7 through 10. Jehovah said, all nation is under curse. And he said, all nation. He said, whole nation. Whole nation is under curse. And Jehovah said, the only way you can escape from this curse, it is because you have been robbing Jehovah's possessions. And Jehovah said, tithe and offerings. And Jehovah said, bring your tithes into the house of Jehovah. And if you do that, and in my house, there will be full of food. Full of food. And this food, this is bread of life. Bread of life. So this whole nations has been robbing Jehovah's possession for 1,000 years. That is why Jehovah said, you are under the curse. And if you want to return to me, you have to stop robbing me. And your tithes and offerings should flow into the house of Jehovah. So in the house of Jehovah, there should be food for the hungry people, needy people, spiritual needy people, so that this food can feed the people who really want to find the truth. And let's go to Galatians. Galatians chapter 1, verse 8 and 9. Galatians chapter 1, verse 8 and verse 9. And Paul, he talks about other gospel. Other gospel. And he gives us warning here, verse 8 and verse 9, which means twice. Twice, he is giving us warning. If you spread other gospel, you will be cursed. Cursed. And he said twice. Let me read this warning from the King James Bible. Let's go to Galatians. Galatians chapter 1, verse 8 and 9. Let me read it from, But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. As we said before, so say I now again, if any man preach any other gospel unto you than that ye have received, let him be accursed. So Paul, he is giving us warning twice, other gospel. And this other gospel is Friday crucifixion theory. It is Friday crucifixion theory or doctrine. We know Paul, he explained about the gospel from the 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 1 and 4. He said, the only gospel, it is Jesus died on the cross 14th day and resurrection on the 18th day. And it was in AD 30. So Paul, he clearly talking to us, the only gospel that is 14th day crucifixion, 18th day resurrection in AD 30. And we have been deceived by Satan for 1,000 years. And we have been thinking Jesus died on Friday and resurrected on Sunday. But this is the doctrine of curse. So if you follow Friday crucifixion theory, it means you are still under the curse and you are following the way of Satan. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And Paul, he knew if we preach other gospel, and which means Friday crucifixion theory, that person, that church, that denomination will be accursed. And he emphasized by saying twice. And we have to clearly understand the sign of Jonah, sign of Jehovah, which means 3 days and 3 nights. So Jesus clearly died on Wednesday and resurrected on Sunday in 30 AD. And when we go to book of Revelation chapter 22, verse 3, and this is the New Jerusalem. And it says, there will be curse no more. Curse no more. Okay, so let me summarize what we have been talking about today. In Genesis chapter 3, Satan has been cursed by Jehovah, cursed by El Jonah. And when we go to chapter 3, verse 15, Satan, he will bruise the footprint of Jesus Christ. And it is in Hebrew, Jacob, Yaakov. And this Jacob, it means footprint, or heel. And this is from Psalms chapter 89 and verse 51. So curse came upon Satan, and that same curse came upon to Christianity. So this Christianity have been deceived by Satan, and we have been thinking Jesus died on Friday, and that is basically doctrine of the curse. So do not follow Friday crucifixion theory. And today, Jesus is talking to you in the book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 4. Let me read it for you. Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. Let me read it from King James Bible. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be he be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. So Jesus is commanding you, Jesus is calling you out of the Babylon, which means Friday crucifixion theory. So if your church is now teaching Friday crucifixion theory, Jesus is commanding you, come out of that church and do not partake that sin and do not receive the plagues of her. So it is very clear there are only two ways. One is the way of Jesus and the other one is the way of Satan. And there is only one way to eternal life. Let's take a look at the Matthew, John, chapter 1, verse 23. This is the message of Elijah. Straighten the way of Jesus. The way of Jesus. And let's go to Matthew chapter 21. Matthew chapter 21, 32. Matthew chapter 21, verse 32. And this is the way of righteousness. And this is Elijah. And let's go to Revelation chapter 15, verse 3. So there is only one way to eternal life, and that is opened by only begotten Son, Jesus Christ. And the only way opened by the only begotten Son to eternal life, that is 3 days and 3 nights. So Elijah is now crying, straighten the way of Jesus. Because this Elijah, he is restoring everything. Matthew chapter 17, verse 11, and Acts chapter 1, verse 6. And Jesus said, Elijah, he will restore everything. So if you do not listen to the voice of Jesus, John chapter 1, verse 23, straighten the way of Jesus, you will be lost. And Jesus said, Elijah, he came as the way of righteousness. So if you do not follow this, the way of righteousness, which means Elijah, because Jesus clearly said, John the Baptist, he is Elijah and he is the way of righteousness. So we must listen to the voice of Elijah. And when we go to Revelation chapter 15, verse 3, all the saints who were saved by grace, and they sing together, the way of Jesus is righteous. The way of Jesus is righteous. So if we saved by grace of God, and when we get to the heaven, we will sing all together, says, the way of Jesus is righteous, which means 3 days and 3 nights is righteous. But Satan, he has been cursed by Jehovah. That is why he has been trying to deceive the whole nations by Friday crucifixion theory, because this is the curse of Satan. So Satan, he goes through Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is the fate of Satan. This is the curse of Satan. That is why this Friday crucifixion theory is greatly dangerous doctrine, and this is the great deception. And in the book of Malachi, this Malachi means messenger or angel. Messenger or angel. And this Malachi talks about Elijah. Malachi chapter 4, verse 5 and 6. Elijah, he will come and he will return the father's mind to the children's mind, and children's mind to the father's mind. So Elijah, he is now crying out, straighten the way of Jesus. And Malachi chapter 3, verse 7 through 10, Jehovah said, whole nation is under curse because you have been robbing Jehovah for 1,000 years. And if you want to return to Jehovah, you must bring your tithe and offerings to the house of Jehovah. And house of Jehovah, it is house of dove. So if your church does not preach Wednesday crucifixion truth, it means your church doesn't belong to Jehovah. So you either wake up your church pastor or you need to come out of the church. Do not partake that sin. So we must put the foundation again. Foundation. Church foundation. It is Wednesday crucifixion and Sunday resurrection in AD 30. So this is the rock foundation. Rock. So Jesus said to Peter, Peter, I am talking to you. Your name is Peter. Your name is rock. And I am going to build my church on this rock. And this is a sign of Jonah. Sign of Jonah. So if your church is not standing on this foundation, which means your church is now standing on the sand. How it doesn't matter how many people attend your church and how rich your church is, it doesn't matter. If your church doesn't teach Wednesday crucifixion, Sunday resurrection truth, your church is standing on the sands and it will be destroyed sometime very soon. So you must come out of the Babylon and you need to come to Jesus Christ, to the only way. Wednesday crucifixion, Sunday resurrection truth. I hope you understand today's presentation, and in your prayer time, and pray about it, and study about it, and ask wisdom to Jesus so that you can understand this message very clearly, so that you can escape from the curse of Satan and you can stand on the truth. May God bless you.
Thank you.